Do you have a hero?
Welcome to Parenting Matters Now, a source of parenting advice a few minutes at a time.
Hi, it's Dr. Roger Smith of Parenting Matters Now. I want to tell you a little bit about one of my heroes. As a child, I loved playing baseball, and I had a baseball hero, and he wore the number 5 for the Cincinnati Reds. His name was Johnny Bench. I watched Johnny play many a game and got his autograph a couple of different times whenever his team came to play the Houston Astros, which was near where I lived. I still admire his ability to play baseball. I moved on to other heroes, and we do need heroes in our lives. Heroes help us to reach beyond where we are. Whenever I was a lad playing baseball, I would copy things that I saw Johnny Bench do. And I would learn a lot of things about him, most of which didn't really matter. But when we study our heroes, it does help us to grow. Help your children to find heroes that help them to become larger people. As I became an adult or in my growing years, there were other people that were heroes in my life, and I read books about different people that had done great things. And I studied missionaries who had made great sacrifices in their lives and sought to make a difference in the lives of other people. And those were marching orders for me. It is a privilege that you have as parents to help your children find heroes that are noble, that have characteristics that are worth copying. And some of them are going to be like their sports heroes. And there's nobility even in those who are excellent in their field, whether it's athletics or whether it is in the arts, whether it's music or whether it's writing or any number of crafts, so to speak. But we all need heroes that help us to move beyond where we are to a better place. And so sometimes our heroes are far out of our reach. But that doesn't mean they're not a valid hero. And we need to help our children find those people that are noble in some way. And they may be right there in your community. In fact, some of the heroes that we helped our children to find were people that we knew personally, that we would help them to help our children to know who they were and what were their admirable qualities. And it is seeing good qualities in other people that help us individually and help our children to grow. Introducing your children to heroes, whether they're in stories or movies, or they are maybe across the street. Helping them to see the good in other people is something that is a privilege that you have as a parent. And helping your children to find those people that stretch them in different areas of their life. And there is no singular perfect person out there. And so usually it takes a cadre or a collection of heroes that help us to grow in different aspects of our life. So look for people to introduce your children to and talk to them about them. Tell them stories that you know or you heard of about these people, that you can paint them larger than life for your children, that your children can appreciate the qualities that those people in their lives have. Some of the stories you need to tell your children are stories about your family members, what they have done, what they have suffered, what they've endured, overcome, and then great short biographies can help your children to dream about their own significance. And so use the stories of others, heroes as they may be called, to help your children to grow. And it helps us to grow. There are some heroes that I have in my life that I think about them from time to time as I am struggling with certain things. They inspire me to keep going, to become a better person, to become more effective in the roles that I play. Here's a big thing. In some ways, you are your child's hero. There are certain stages you won't feel like you are their hero, but you are. And you need to imagine all the good qualities in you being passed on. Now, we more easily pass on the negative qualities, our short temper or our lackadaisical attitude or our haphazardness or whatever it is. But you're going to pass on good, especially if you plan to pass on those things that are good You are the hero for your children. Live like it and walk with confidence with your children. They want you to be their hero. They want you to be worthy of being their hero. We must rise up. We must live life that's worth following and worth copying. Find a hero and be a hero. It's Dr. Roger Smith at Parenting Matters Now.
Subscribe to Parenting Matters Now for more advice, or go to rogersmithmd.com to search for more topics. See you next time.